Another day, another episode of You F Around and You Gonna Find Out. You get exactly what it is that you vote for. And today we got to talk about Virginia and Abigail Spanberger, who I'm sure you guys recognize that name. She ran against Winsome Sears, I believe that's her name. And she won in Virginia. Okay, it's the election that Democrats literally borrowed $15 million to try to win, which is absolutely wild. My goodness, shows how desperate the Democrat Party truly is, and they were out here celebrating as if they got some massive win. That was hilarious. But Abigail Spanberger ran as a moderate, and she has turned out to be completely the opposite of that. And I want to talk about it a little bit because it's absolutely hilarious to see this. And the Democrats of Virginia, they're going to pay for it. They are going to pay for this. So let's jump into this a little bit. Y'all got to hear this, man. Check it out.
There is no amount of gaslighting or brainwashing that can be done to me to make me look at this photo and say, I think she is sane enough to be the governor of Virginia. And that is why I could never be a liberal, because this woman is the new governor of Virginia. And I'm fairly certain that her and Gavin Newsom are in a competition to see who can ruin their state the quickest. She was sworn in just a few weeks ago, and so far she's already proposed a new sales tax on delivery services like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Amazon deliveries, etc., a new sales tax on admissions to entertainment venues, events, and various businesses, creation of higher income tax brackets for those earning over $600,000 plus a 10% bracket for over $1 million, additional 3.8% investment in income tax layered on top of existing state taxes, increase in hotel and motel tax, new personal property tax category for landscaping and similar equipment. She's trying to tax everyone up the wazoo. And I don't know why it's so hard for people to figure out, but the wealthy are typically mobile. High earners and businesses are mobile, so they will just leave the state taking the revenue with them, which shrinks the tax base. And what does that do? That forces the government to tax the middle class more. Because if you think that the government's just going to stop taxing and spend less money when the wealthy leave because they have the financial freedom to leave, you're insane. She also
Yeah, you are absolutely insane. And we're already seeing it in a place like Chicago. I think I can't remember if I talked about that on this channel or on the Extra Rich channel. By the way, if you aren't subscribed to Extra Rich, definitely go and subscribe. The link is down below in the description. But so a lot of the buildings in downtown Chicago, a lot of those offices are empty. Those businesses just left. They left. And so gone are those tax dollars with it. And so in order to make up for that deficit, right, to make up for that loss, they had to raise property taxes on folks. And you had all these Democrats who are all pissed off because their property taxes in some cases went up 100%. Now, I think on average, the number was like 17% across the entire city. The average was 17%. But there's some areas of the city that went up 100%. 100. On middle class or low income families who can barely afford to get by as it is, their property taxes went up 100%. Crazy. Crazy. So if you think that taxing the rich is a great idea, yeah, okay, you gonna F around to find out when those rich folks get up and leave because they have the ability to, right? And then in order to keep the city running the same way, they're gonna come after your behind. People just don't seem to realize that. And it's just crazy that, they don't connect the dots yet. It's absolutely wild, man. But continue on.
wants to ban gas-powered leaf blowers and small engines to be green. That's just going to hurt the middle class. Because she also wants to rejoin the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, which is a cap and trade scheme that jacks up utility bills. So that sucks for everyone. And obviously, since she's a Democrat, she's trying to cheat in all of these elections as she's proposed extension of absentee ballot receipt deadline for 3 days after Election Day, allowance for internet electronic voting in certain contexts, expansion of ranked choice voting systems, extension of ballot curing deadline to 1 full week after Election Day. And there's more where that came from because, again, she wants to cheat. She also loves illegal criminals. And she wants to guarantee free public education and related services for illegal immigrants. She wants a ban on arresting illegal immigrants in state courthouses. She's obviously against our Second Amendment and wants to place all these regulations on guns. In classic leftist fashion, she wants to be soft on crime and eliminate or significantly reduce the mandatory minimum sentences for various offenses. She also likes fraud like the rest of the Democrats because she wants to remove the requirements for nonprofits to verify eligibility before receiving state and taxpayer funds, enabling fraud. Virginia's
Man, I'm doing the wrong stuff around here. Literally, Democrats are just opening the door for fraud. You know what I mean? Maybe I should just become a scammer or something. You know, I don't know. Seems like they making it mighty easy to do. And even when people get caught, seems like they try to cover the tracks for them. So, you know. Hey, Miss Abigail. Man. Like, don't even have to prove anything to get taxpayer funds. You could just create a random business. Hey, listen, this is the business. These are the clients that I have. And, hey, matter of fact, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to prove anything. Hey, this is the business. I need some funds. All right. How much do you need? Just give me about $5 million. Okay, we'll send it over right away. Cool. I'm sure it can't be that easy, but it's probably pretty darn easy, right? Or at least she wants it to be pretty darn easy. Crazy stuff, man. Like, this is just, you get what you vote for, I guess. You get what you vote for. And
that's the new governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, ran for that office as a moderate. But the executive order that she talked about is state and local police not cooperating with ICE to get criminal illegal immigrants. There's also a list of, now the Democrats control the legislature, that a number of bills that have been put forward. You can't read it here, but let me just go through it. Sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon. Sales tax on admissions to a variety of businesses. Create 2 new higher tax brackets.
Bro, this, actually, I think I have that list pulled up. Yeah, I do. So here it is. You guys can probably see it a little bit better here on your screen there. Like, this is just Looney Tunes stuff, man. New 4.3% sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon, and just deliveries, right? Delivery services. An extra 4.3% sales tax. New sales tax on admissions to a wide variety of businesses. More tax, right? More tax. And it Democrats are always talking about, we an affordability crisis, but she's literally taxing the crap out of people. Like, just adding taxes on things for no darn reason. Create 2 new higher tax brackets of 8 and 10% on people making over $600,000. My goodness, man. A new 10% tax bracket for anyone making over $1 million. Golly. And what's going to happen when all these people leave your state? Well, what's going to happen? 3.8% investment tax on top of state income tax. My goodness. People are already getting taxed out the wazoo, right? You got federal taxes, okay? Then you got your state taxes, right? And now you got an extra investment tax that they're going to try to hit you with. And then you might even be in a higher tax bracket depending on how much you make. So your state income taxes are even higher than what they used to be. And if you DoorDash or whatever else, because it's convenient, have somebody bring you some food or Uber Eats or whatever else. Now you really getting taxed out. My goodness, man. My goodness. My goodness. You can't make this stuff up. New personal property tax on landscaping equipment. Oh my goodness. My goodness. A $500 sales tax on firearm suppressors. Sheesh Louise. 11% sales tax on all firearms and ammunition. Prohibit outdoor shooting of a firearm on land less than 5 acres. Okay, Abigail. Okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this was what they called a moderate Democrat. That right there. That's a moderate Democrat for you. Okay? I think it's safe to say that moderate Democrats don't exist. They don't exist. The Democrat Party has been taken over by the extremist far left, and there's nothing that they can do about it at this point. This is the monster that they made, and now they must lie in that bed. And I think that's going to be a problem nationally. Because contrary to popular belief, and I know you guys see a lot of nonsense on a daily basis. I'm sure you guys have seen, people posting, oh my goodness, ICE is so terrible. They're so terrible. They're so bad. Let me remind you that not long ago, we won the election. There's more of us than there are of them. So don't mistake silence for us losing. Let me put it that way. Because if you guys remember, even before last election, I forgot how the conversation came up, but I remember talking about how, you definitely don't see as many Trump apparel signs, car bumper stickers, whatever else, as you see Kamala Harris. But don't mistake that. I mean, obviously, depending on where you live, in some places it's heavy Trump. In some places, it's kind of 50-50. But I mean, overall, across the entire country. But you couldn't mistake that for there not being a whole lot of support for Uncle Trump. And as it turned out, we won every single swing state. All 7 of them, didn't lose a single one. And we got him the popular vote, which a Republican hadn't done in over 2 decades. And we gave him the House, and we gave him the Senate. So I think that says a lot. So don't mistake all this hoopla, because that's what I think mainstream media is trying to do, and what the Democrat establishment is attempting to do, especially pushing out these messages. And then you see, some of your friends, some of your family possibly reposting some of this stuff, and it may seem overwhelming, like, oh my goodness, we're losing. No, we're not. No, we're not. Most people have common sense and realize, bro, if you assault an ICE agent or if you threaten an ICE agent's life, you're going to lose yours. Simple and plain. Are ICE agents perfect? No, they're not perfect. No law enforcement individual is. They're humans just like us. They aren't robots. These are very stressful and high stakes situations, especially when an individual is walking up with a gun. Obviously, I don't want to see people lose their lives. I don't want to see that. It's terrible. But I also understand there's consequences to your actions. Larry Elder once said, when you run into an officer, it's yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. If you disagree with them, deal with it later. But these Democrats are throwing these individuals out here like cannon fodder. And it's a damn shame. And they're pulling on the heartstrings of some American individuals. Some of them are family, some of them are friends. And it's sad to see. Because we see what's happening. They're sending these folks out like cannon fodder. Yeah, going out there and assault ICE agents. You resist them and you make sure that they are not welcome here anymore. I don't see Maxine Waters' old ass out there. I don't see Elizabeth Warren out there stomping in the streets, getting in ICE agent's face, pushing back. I don't see Chuck Schumer doing it. They're sending gullible American citizens out there to lose their life, and then they're pulling on the heartstrings of other American citizens. See what ICE did? It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. And I'm happy to say that there are more of us who have common sense and see that than there are the other, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Don't be discouraged. It's a damn shame. Anyway, stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.